Dude, yeah. 1% control the world. 4% are their puppets. 90% of the people are asleep. And 5% of the people are awake, right? Are enlightened. And are trying to wake up the 90%. But the 1% use the 4% to prevent the 5% from waking up the 90%. Start a revolution. World domination. Well, grassroots. Initially, social media, reach people. Like a news channel, like the Young Turks. Talk about the truth. Huh? We'll do what? What? The channel or the? Or, it would hopefully fucking make people wake up, bro. And what that means is like make them realize that they're getting rammed in the ass by their politicians who don't work for them, which they're supposed to. It's a government for the people by the people. That's what democracy means. Uh, Instead, the politicians work for the corporate donors, which give them money in order for them to make legislation that benefits the corporate donors, so they make even more money. So the politicians it's just a career, and they just put up a front that they're Christian and shit, or that they care about people, but they don't. They care about themselves and their money and their greed, and they care about making their corporate donors happy. That's why politicians last in government like 20, 30, 40, 50 years, because that's what they do, bro. They keep oil companies happy, weapon manufacturing companies happy, go to wars, fucking hate the gays, hate it, like that's what they do, man. 1% control the world. 4% are their puppets. 5% of the people are woke. 90% are asleep, and the 1% uses the 4% to keep the 90% from waking up. Excuse me. The 1% uses the 4% to keep the 5% from waking up the 90%. Man, I'm shirtless right now, man. Yeah, subscribe to 48 Sharks, subscribe to absurdseba, and our other bitch friend, Ross Fisk. I'm just kidding, we love Ross. And yeah, dude, fucking use your voting power to vote in people that actually give a fuck about you instead of voting in the same people that with false promises that don't give a fuck about you. And maybe inflation will stop going up, and maybe we can afford houses, and maybe wages will be better. And yeah.